Hi everyone, my name is Abi Fulidu Mbeke, popularly known as Lady Fresh, and I'm the owner of Orisha Orisha Television, and we subsequently anchor Wake Up Africa talk show. As an entrepreneur, I'm into music and film, fashion designing, and the not-for-profit sector, among others. However, my educational background is in social work and human rights and equity studies. So, as a social worker, it is part of my job to help individuals, families, and communities manage their problems and enhance their personal resources and opportunities. Also, speaking up to social injustices, identifying the relationship between private troubles and public issues are all intrinsic parts of my profession. Looking into how visible and invisible signs of oppression produce and sustain inequality and privilege within society are also pivotal in my job as a social worker. Nevertheless, as an African by origin, it is deeply troubling, heartbreaking, and lamentably shameful to see the present political, economic, and social religious states of Africa today, which I would say is, or which I would call political kleptocracy, which is the politics of thievery and chronic corruption that has engulfed the African continent, whereby there is absolutely no accountability in the actions of our leaders and all those we elect to govern us, whereby leaders are being recycled like plastic and the presidential seats are monopolistically consolidated as a family enterprise instead of a democratic institution to be earned. We see how this pernicious arrangement has led to infrastructural neglect and unprecedented calamities of vicious intensity that have mercilessly subjected majority of the population to chronic hunger, traumatic sufferings, and a total lack of basic needs. The economic disenfranchisement and ostracization of the masses from the basic amenities and the outcome of such action is a clear depiction of a failed Africa we see today. An Africa whereby leaders travel to the West for medical treatment, while citizens die at home for lack of medical resources. An Africa lacking good and affordable education, and leaders send their children abroad to be educated. An Africa whereby the basic necessity of life is denied to its citizens, and an Africa enmeshed in chronic poverty and hunger amidst of plenty. And as if the masses are not politically disenfranchised enough, socially and religiously, the continent have been overwhelmingly brainwashed by clowns, hypocrites, and religious rogues who parade themselves as men of God, propagating gospel of prosperity without hard work. and perpetuating laziness, that manners are going to rain down from heaven without flexing a muscle to earn it. Therefore, trading in people's calamities in return for miracles, and further siphoning the little or no resource left for the poor to live on. Given this, it is painfully painful to just sit down and watch as things fall apart, while my people are constantly subjected to unprecedented sufferings, fear, and the subjugation and denial of their basic human rights without doing anything about it. That, to me, is no longer acceptable. Enough is enough. It is time to call things by their names and rise up in unison, folks, to take our continents back from these roles for the betterment and for the future of our children. And this is where Wake Up Africa comes into the picture, to provide an understanding, an opportunity to reflect on the present political, economic, social, religious processes and democracy in sub-Saharan Africa. Wake Up Africa is a platform where we will be able to reflect on the existential forces and lived experiences which influences our formation and capacity to grow and create change. Wake Up Africa will give everyone an opportunity to be heard. It encourages freedom of expression, community outreach, community building, social justice, and activism by empowering individuals, families, and communities of Africa to enable them manage their personal resources and opportunities. Wake Up Africa is not a forum to cosmetologize issues or to be apologetic to the truth and then try to curry favor with those in power. Because here, right here, we will be speaking to power and oppression. We will be paying special attention to the impact of social and institutional injustices and inequalities in sub-Saharan Africa, and how to bring about possible solutions to the issues facing us as a people. In Wake Up Africa platform, audience support and participation is of paramount importance in order to create that space for dialogue and possible solution. So please, do participate. Send us an email. Upload your videos to our website. Tell us about any oppressive situation you know about, you've experienced, or you've heard about. Give us tips on governmental oppression and corruption. Also, send us your complaints or videos of a situation that needs urgent intervention, as we will direct it to those responsible in your state and constituency. We'll also welcome suggestions, possible solutions, like I said before, and do respect anonymity to tips given to us. Volunteers will also be very important components in this program, as they will be needed to help reach out to people in their communities, to champion programs and community initiative to help verify information too we receive, and the sources of this information before publicizing them. More information will be posted on our website soon, and more will subsequently be published as we proceed. So please, Africans, this is not just for one country in particular. It is for Sub-Saharan Africa, because the countries in Sub-Saharan Africa, they do have commonalities. So the corruption, for example, that is going on in my country, my origin, Nigeria, goes on in other parts of Africa. So please, if you are sick and you are tired of the present situation and the present situation in Africa and the treatment its citizens get all over the world, then come join me on Wake Up Africa platform, as together we can build a more prosperous and better Africa for our children. Hope to have you all on board. And please remember, if you are not part of the solution, then you are the problem. I hope to see you all on board. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you all, and God bless Africa. Bye for now.